Hi, I'm Alea, an engineer apprentice at Pipeline Induction Heat based in Burnley with 100 employees. We are part of the oil and gas division of Stanley Black & Decker with around 65,000 employees. I'd like to start by thanking you for your time today, and I'd like to take 10 minutes to talk to you about bringing the pipeline industry into the 21st century. Our motto is for those who make the world secure. Oil and gas has kept us secure for generations, but can it keep us secure forever without damaging the environment? I would like to, like many others my age, consider myself an environmentally conscientious millennial. However, before starting this job, I now realise how uneducated I was on the impact that pipelines have on the environment. Just like many others, I follow the news, and well, to put it briefly, pipelines have been getting a lot of negative media coverage such as this. I see activists who are unaware of how much of a positive impact pipelines have on their everyday life. At some stage, pipelines will have transported the oil and gas that they have used at some point during their day, but transported it in the safest way. But they are right in one way: we are seen to be refusing to evolve to renewable energy and not doing our part to save the planet. We need to evolve in order to create a safe and sustainable future for generations to come. Pipelines can bring the change we need to switch from fossil fuels to renewable energy. We no longer need to be denied again and again for proposed pipelines. Because we aren't affecting climate change anymore, we are saving the planet one step at a time. We should be known for our 99.999% safety record, unprecedented in any other form of transportation for oil and gas. So let's keep this record, but for safe and renewable energy sources. I believe that the answer is simple: climate change. Indeed, the very thing that is hindering us could be our biggest asset. It is a top priority around the world, so why not make it our top priority? Why be known for the dirty oils and gases that we transport when we could be known for the safe transportation of renewable energy? This is how we change inundated mindsets. We flip the scales to renewable, safe energy and fight against climate change together. The UK government has introduced a long-term plan to save the natural beauty that we call home. That's 25 years to move from fossil fuels to renewable sources of energy. And this will happen no matter whether we move with it or not. Let's be a part of this movement. We can play our part in the change of sustainability, but not only that, in the safest way possible. We can protect the planet while securing our future in the new age of energy. So, how much energy do we need? Well, the answer is a lot. We built the world we live in today on fossil fuels. But we can't keep using all these fossil fuels. Our world can't take much more of it. However, the sheer need for energy outweighs the amount that we can sustain. So for the moment, pipelines are safe. But what about the future? We need to evolve. Renewable energy will one day be the most predominant source of energy. It has to be. There's so many uses for pipelines. Gaseous hydrogen can be transported through pipelines, just like natural gas is transported. It is a low-cost option for hydrogen plants that delivers large volumes of hydrogen quickly, but most importantly, safely. To put it simply, all the new renewable energy sources that we keep finding need to be transported one way or another. But why would they use unsafe methods of transport when they could use pipelines with the best track record seen for any other form of transportation? I mean, we could use train as a form of transportation. Would we want a disaster like the Lac-Megantic railway line in which poisonous gases were released into the atmosphere? Or we could use oil tankers, which could, or most probably would, cause devastation to sea life and pollute the ocean. Do we want that, or do we want a safe, reliable source of transportation? I'm finding it so easy to promote how wonderful pipelines are. We are the safest and most reliable mode of transport for oil and gas. Why can't we push this motto to create a sustainable future in the renewable energy sector? Activists hate fossil fuels, in fact, anything in relation to them. But what if we were publicised as the world leaders in the transportation of natural gases and renewable energy sources? We would no longer need to be in the shadows as a source of hatred for all things environmental, but instead would be praised for the work we are doing to improve the quality of life for future generations. We've paved the way for the world as we know it, in silence. But now, why can't we pave the way for saving the planet, but not in silence, to be held in all the glory we most definitely deserve? With advertisement, I believe we could go far as an industry to promote the amazing job that we are doing and will continue to do. I think we can make pipelines more fun for children, show them that they are a vital part in the world and advertisements like this could do just that. We need to ask for help to spread the word on what we can do and what we will do for them. My company is tackling environmental concerns, including climate change, head-on. We're following in the footsteps of our parent company, Stanley Black & Decker, who have a huge target for 2030. To become carbon positive, have a zero waste to landfill company, and use sustainable water wherever they do business. At Pipeline Induction Heat, we've already hit the target of zero waste to landfill and have took various steps in order to start the journey to becoming carbon positive in the future. If we can do it in a small town called Burnley, then just imagine what all our sister companies are doing all over the world. The target for 2030 will surely be smashed by all those at Stanley Black & Decker. We have a duty to protect the environment, and I believe we're doing a damn good job. I did find I was asking myself, surely other people have thought about this, surely I'm not the only one. But then I thought to myself, maybe people just don't take them seriously enough when referencing climate change, because pipelines are seen as the total antithesis of anything that the environment needs. But these mindsets are so wrong. I believe with the correct push, pipelines could once again thrive, but as a permanent source of energy transportation. From my work at PIH, I now know how much time, preparation and thought goes into each and every project. Time is spent making sure that pipelines move with the landscape as to not destroy the natural beauty that it sits. These photos were taken on a project called Tanner by the field workers, which greater emphasises to you and to me how important the environment is in everything that we do and how considerate we are to make sure that the environment goes back to its state after we've finished our work there. Pipeline infrastructure is extremely important all over the world to help countries. In the USA alone, there are 2.4 million miles of pipeline, and that number is ever increasing. Why waste this amazing feat of engineering, but instead use it to create a safe and secure future for generations to come? Surely many of you have noticed that during this time of lockdown, as horrible as it is, the world seems to be healing and the environment is thriving. Dolphins can be seen swimming in the canals of Italy. Blackpool beaches never looked so clear. And goats can be seen ruling the roads in Wales. However great this may be, if you look at it from a different perspective, I certainly believe that this is going to further emphasise to people the need for cleaner energy in order to limit the air pollution and the pollution that's all around us. Seeing all of this happen in such a short space of time shows how much we need to help the world. Well, I feel that way now anyway. My point is that we will move to renewable energy a lot sooner than we think, because people understand the impact our selfishness is having on the planet and that it needs to heal. We don't want to be the industry that gets left behind as a forgotten treasure of the industrial age, but instead a vital industry that has shaped our world for centuries, but that has evolved and fixed the world in its most desperate time of need for renewable energy. Be the fight for good and change, but also for the safe transportation of it too. This satellite image in the US state of New York shows how much nitrogen dioxide has been reduced before and after lockdown began. This proves to me that we can save the planet, and changing from fossil fuels to renewable sources of energy can do just that. Again, satellite image taken above Wuhan in China shows a dramatic decrease in air pollution. If I can see this, then many others my age can see this too. Let's fight the good fight towards climate change, but also show everyone that pipelines are the safest way to transport natural gases too. Thank you for taking the time today to listen and to understand that as an industry, we need to evolve into the 21st century mindset of renewable energy. We can do this as an industry and stay the most predominant figure in the energy sector for transportation. We just need the publicity of safe and renewable energy transportation. Thank you. And does anyone have any questions?